The year 2000 was a weird time to be a mainstream musician. This was arguably the height of MTV's relevance in the music industry, just a few short years before the unstoppable force of the internet would require them to lose the music in music television and instead pivot to reality show programming. But before all that, MTV had become this media behemoth known for celebrating pop stars, boy bands, and nu metal. And all of these things converged every year at the MTV Video Music Awards. The industry's biggest stars were there: Britney Spears, NSYNC, Eminem, and then there was Rage Against the Machine, who at the 2000 VMAs were nominated for Best Rock Video for Sleep Now in the Fire. Ah yes, the ever-serious Rage Against the Machine. Maybe some of you have forgotten, but Rage was a pretty serious band. Their lyrics addressed real issues in the world, like social injustice and the problems with unchecked capitalism. So imagine being Rage Against the Machine, sitting in that auditorium having to endure a celebrity parade made for 12-year-olds.
I smell what you're cooking, man.
Do you guys get it? Do you get the joke? It's Kid Rock and The Rock.
That's the joke.
They were put in a category next to Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock. The thought of them just being there seems funny to me. Now, don't get me wrong, I've dabbled with some Limp Bizkit in my time. Okay, maybe more than dabble. I've been known to do it all for the nookie. Yeah, the nookie. I may or may not have even owned the 1998 VHS tape of the Family Values Tour, featuring Korn and Rammstein and Ice Cube. Limp Bizkit wasn't even the headliner of that tour. They were the opener. Nevertheless, I ate that shit up. But even then, I'd like to think I enjoyed them on a somewhat ironic level. Maybe? Hopefully? I mean, there was a clear difference between a band like Limp Bizkit and Rage Against the Machine, who I also very much liked at the time. You have to wonder why Rage was even there to begin with. You'd think they would scoff at even being invited to such a self-aggrandizing event like the VMAs. But alas, here they are, probably miserable, waiting for their little award. Invoking social change? Dismantling the global capitalist agenda? Nah, give me that spaceman statue! So then the moment of truth comes.
Best rock video.
Limp Bizkit, of course, wins for their video Break Stuff. And then Rage's bass player, Tim Comerford, apparently gets very upset at this, so he just casually walks up on stage and climbs the stage decorations, swinging around like a madman. No one really knows what to make of this situation.
All right, no, wait. Are you saying? All right, hey, keep it going. All right, keep the show going. This is MTV.
Eminem calls out for him to jump.
I thought Eminem was chanting my name, but I was wrong. He was chanting to jump.
Fred Durst says something extremely 2000s.
Anyway, this is pretty fat.
Then the show awkwardly cuts to 98 Degrees presenting the next award.
They are gonna kick his ass.
Tim was eventually talked down and immediately arrested. A small price to pay to stick it to those Limp Bizkit boys.
I'm a huge Rage fan, and I guess that is Rage Against the Machine.
Once all was said and done, this apparently created a weird rift in Rage Against the Machine. The band knew he was going to do this, and half of them, specifically Zach and Tom, didn't want him to do it, fearing it would strain their relationship with MTV. That's not very anti-establishment, if you ask me. The band would later break up, maybe not solely because of this incident, but I'm guessing it didn't help. And this incident really just highlights what I love about award shows in general. They're only fun to watch for the unexpected, awkward, or controversial moments that happen. The VMAs are a joke, let's be honest, and maybe only slightly above the Kids' Choice Awards. But when I think back to my early teens, watching the VMAs every year, this was really the only time that watching it kind of felt worth it.